got out of the mic on first. All right, we're back. Last game of the regular season, 8-3. We were ranked for a little while, and then we had to go to South Bend, and that went poorly, to say the least. Yeah. So this is also a revenge game. Yeah, 52-16. Second time we've given up 50. We're 0-2 and we give up 50. That's a pretty crazy stat. 1-1 we give up 40 though. So just got to keep them under 50, I guess. Yeah, anyway, it was bad from the start. I had a quarterback running around on the first play, and then he threw a pass so bad it put his receiver wide open. So we're 8-3. 2 losses are number 1 and number 4, and the other one's to Florida International. What a season. And now we get to play a team that beat us by $1 billion last year in the University of Massachusetts. Where are they at? Amherst? But we get to play them at home this year. And we get a chance to keep them out of a bowl game. Win this game. Still in contention for a 10-win season. Be a pretty big deal. Let's go. Big game blues, but we're not going to do the stripe, so we can leave the husky on the side of the helmet, because if you put the striped helmet on, it turns into a C. But it doesn't do that for the white helmet. I don't understand. Anyway, big game blues. All right. 8 o'clock kickoff. I think this is like the second night game we played all season. Oh, it's snowing.
Home to the UConn Huskies, where basketball has a championship pedigree, and there's plenty of enthusiasm for football as well. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day.
Sellout crowd, snow. Not bad, not bad.
The UConn Huskies. 48 Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. UMass will kick off and we'll be underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Harrison. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So UConn's offense takes the field to start this game off. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Father.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that the fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking for room. It's Robinson. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way. Then I'll throw the football.
Beautiful.
He's got it. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years.
We're going to take a shot here, and then we can run it on 4th if we don't get it.
Wants to throw on 3rd down.
We got him though.
Throws toward the end zone.
Don't need 4th.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Huskies. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And he did get that extra point through, no problem with the frozen tundra beneath him. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
It's going to be like kicking a rock.
From From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So UMass offense will go to work for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking about
I could have full bar. I've never thought that before.
Who needs to step up and play? Well, they immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key to their respective teams.
We got to figure out how to stop him. Last year we had them pinned at the 3 at the end of the half, and he broke like 3 tackles in the end zone and went 97 yards for a touchdown.
From the 36, they've got a first down.
Yeah, I mean, that's just kind of how the game went.
Use the play fake, now to throw.
Ooh, just get your head around Fuller.
Over the middle, it's Martin. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Now they've got it at the 44 on
17's not eligible, so we're just going to have bloods.
Touch pass on the run.
That's why.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
Looking to move it through the air. They're trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Listen, in these situations, it's so hard to push the ball down the field because the defense is playing pass. We bring in more DBs. We're dropping deeper in our coverage, and we're making you throw the ball.
Should have flipped it. I knew that was going to happen.
Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You can see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger, Reese. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Fair catch called for and made. UConn going back to work on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So are you?
It's picked off.
I'll tell her doing this again.
He's got room. Touchdown, Minutemen. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The UConn offense goes back to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Oh, my God.
And that pass is intercepted. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, UMass. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. the pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
UConn going back to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They'll try the run. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. Grabbed behind the line. It's Elliott. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Gets it to the back.
There he goes.
A man. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They've moved it into scoring territory. 1st and 10 from the 11. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. And he's got it! Touchdown, UMass!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Running back searching for a hole. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. That's the end of the quarter, and it's UMass holding the lead.
What a disaster of a quarter.
Performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll give it to the back.
I think my bubble read just ran straight upfield.
First down, they'll spot it at the 37.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down.
I'm so scared to throw the ball right now.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
This UConn offense really has it going. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll throw it on first down. A shot toward the end zone.
I guess that's just what we're going to have to do the whole game.
Touchdown, Husky.
They're playing everything underneath. We're just going to throw that slot fade. I think it's the way to go.
Great job securing the catch.
That's 4 touchdown passes for Nick Evers, if you count the ones he threw to the other team.
They trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They've got it down to a 2-touchdown deficit, trailing by 14 and about to kick it away. Oh, he's going to go for the return.
Okay.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The UMass offense returns to the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how
There we
much
go.
pressure that
Full
puts on
coverage.
offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, but I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
This running back just doesn't go down easy. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him. And just, you know what?
There
Let
we
his
go.
talent do the rest.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Got to be extra careful in cold weather like this. He'll signal for the fair catch and make it between the snowflakes. The UConn offense goes back to work. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
Picks up the first down.
Darrell's supposed to go out running in, and I passed him
Here's this
trying to
offense
scramble.
with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it down and run.
Hold on.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
I'll tell you, this defense and their front seven, they're going to have to play with great eye discipline because they know they are going to see this type of misdirection in their run game, and they got gashed there.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
He leaves it with his back. Solid fundamentals on that.
Shut myself out, I think.
Freshman. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The inside handoff. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Turning to the running game on first and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now on second and goal. He's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket.
I thought it was going to get picked. Doesn't matter. Touchdown. We're back in it.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop. into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards, get some first downs, get some positive momentum.
And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. He's going to pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it. The big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass.
Come on.
That's
Oh.
in. It's Gibson. Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
This is exactly why 3rd down is practiced every single day. 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on 3rd down.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Elliott. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. They'll immediately call timeout.
How many 1st downs is that just on this drive?
It's
We're
2,
gonna have to
David.
get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
What just happened?
Getting some heat. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. And here comes the offense on 2nd down.
Oh, hell yeah.
He's looking to throw. It's caught. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one is anything but routine, a 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer.
It's time for Old Faith.
One more snap coming before halftime. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He wants to throw.
Yeah, we're just teaming it.
It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. UConn has it teed up to start this 2nd half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The UMass offense returns to the field. They got plenty done through the air in the 1st half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the 2nd half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Trying to get to him. Got it in the middle. It's Elliott. Uses a nifty move to work his way to the 24.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him. Try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him. But nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
There we go.
And this sophomore able to
It's a
reach
big stop.
havoc and get the sack. UMass will line
Willing
up
to put this ball in the end zone.
Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. UConn going back to work on offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll run it from the gun. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll leave it with him. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football downfield in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football,
and it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on
So you got it. This is 4-down territory, so we're just going to try to cut the distance.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Now, a 4th down.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch.
Wasn't a good throw, but he caught it. That's all that matters.
Got ready for the first down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? The ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Couldn't make the play on first down. They'll try it again. 2nd and 10 from the 27. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try.
Cut down on the distance here.
They're going to be to try to pick up that first down. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
Well, after the tackle now, that sets up 4th and 2. And these offenses, they practice for these types of situations. It's not like they just have quarterback sneak in their back pocket for 4th and inches. They've got plays designed to go and get this, David, so it'll be interesting to see if this offense wants to roll the dice.
Yeah, and most of the time, I'm rolling the dice. I'm going to be aggressive. And as a defense, you also know that too. And you're ready. You're not caught off guard by offenses nowadays going forward on 4th down.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down.
No.
And here's the 3rd.
Just stare at him, Porter. Good God.
Breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. From the gun, the ground game. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
You see, they need more runs like that. It's just been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job.
Ball. There we go. All right.
Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. gets a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side. Watch out. But that great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
Is it changing? No? Okay.
Off the play fake. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job of ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Oh my gosh. This crap.
Just a savvy veteran.
We got him stacked up, and he's because he's in an animation. We can't tackle him.
Attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter, and it's UMass holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break.
There we go.
Fires to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. UMass will line up to punt it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. The UConn offense goes back to work. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great, so, David, they really got to be able to put something positive together.
He's taking the shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
After the incompletion, looking at 2nd down. Here's the handoff. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Let's try it again.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
He'll take the deep shot.
There we go. The harder one.
And they'll do more than move the
Instead of forcing
chains,
to concentrate, I guess.
30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Hang on to that one.
Thought he was dropping with a tight end.
Picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give from the gun. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got a man, it's Hansen. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down.
There you go. That'll do it.
Get him down, but this
That'll play.
offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
These are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole, pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that first down. Nice job.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Yeah, in this part of the field, man, those windows shrink, and it's hard as a quarterback sometimes to really force yourself to throw the football. You're sitting in a good spot in second and goal. Just throw that thing away. Don't take the sack and put you in a bad situation.
Right. Yeah.
And there's really no question here, after not getting it on that last run play, down in the fourth quarter, fourth down, you've got to go. You've got to dial up your best
get points.
player offensively. Who is your best matchup, one-on-one, that can get you this first down? Keep the drive moving and keep your chances of winning this game alive.
For all intents and purposes, we got 4 timeouts.
Fielded in the end zone.
They haven't done anything on offense this half either.
Nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Okay, Jesse, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down.
Especially if we're going to do that.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Make sure let's get a 2-minute warning.
Okay. The 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down.
There we go.
He's knocked
Now
down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. They'll run it. They want to take their time here.
Just tackle him.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save.
I got a minute 50, 2 timeouts, and a good chance they pooch this punt right here. No, they didn't. But we're still going to have good field position, even with this fair catch and take.
He'll fair catch this one in the snow. Got to make sure that you don't let that thing squirt through. UConn going back to work on offense. These are the games, these are the moments, this is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for
We got to get to the second level. We can't hold these double teams so long.
Coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
Oh yeah, we got the look we wanted. Oh yeah.
He wants a big play here late. And he's got it inside the 10.
Time to get the ball back. Go for a win. Okay.
And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The UMass offense returns to the field. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
What are we doing?
It's complete to the left.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. The give to the back.
Oh, just let him go.
Got some room, headed to the goal line.
What in the world just happened?
And they've got the lead in the
I had a free rusher that just stood there and let the quarterback get outside and then try to go after him.
Awesome.
And then nobody tried to get the ball.
The lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining.
We'll make it for two this time. Because obviously the defense is done.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The UConn offense goes back to work. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like...
Going up top. And it slips through his fingers in.
We're in it again. I'm going the other way, though. I think we're killing them this way.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down.
It's possible they know what I'm doing now, but...
Here's a throw downfield.
Hold on to it. Oh, my gosh.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Slings it.
Oh,
Incomplete.
how? Come on.
Keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. The Minutemen going back to work.
I'm never going to beat UMass in
And
this.
now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the fourth quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go out and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum.
We're going to do this again where I lose the last 3 games this season. I had 2 drops. Shut up, Jim Brink. Nobody cares. Splevich? That's how you say that? Cool. Wow. Doesn't he wear a weird number? Like 33 or something? Cool. Good job offers. Florida call. Oh, okay, never mind. Actually, is my team I know it's a step up because they're in the ACC, but ooh, Vanderbilt. Tell me my team ratings. Yeah, see, it's not that much in terms of actual team. It's not a big jump. What is Nick Evers? Junior? All right. Yeah. Got a quarterback coming back. Come on. Real quick. Make sure none of my staff will have it. I don't think so. Why'd it go that way? 31st. Not bad. Still got some guys who need to commit to get that up. And then we're going to hit the transfer portal real hard. Let's win a bowl game. Yeah, Stormtroopers.
Glad to have you with us from Fort Worth, Texas, today at Amon G. Carter Stadium, and we will see who comes out victorious in the Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see, the UConn Huskies taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Nevada Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up.
This is the second time we've been to the Dallas metropolitan area for a bowl. We were actually in Dallas proper last year for the First Responders Bowl, I think, at SMU, and now we're at TCU. The second year in a row we've been at a Christian college in the Dallas metropolitan area. I don't know if it says in mine. I should probably move the circle, but I feel like it's the least distracting spot for our games.
Everybody feeds off of his energy, and the whole playbook's open because you can trust on him. He's dependable, Palmer.
He's also one of those guys, if he gets in a good rhythm, watch out. This dude starts firing strikes.
Lewis to throw. Fires to the big fella. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient,
it's going to be coming back for the hold, right?
Gets away
Strip
from one. Finds
free play, strip it.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's
all
about.
Offense. Number 12.
They say you could call holding.
It's a 10-yard penalty from the original spot.
Well,
From the spot of foul. Not the original spot. Still first down.
Making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. Use the play fake now to throw.
Good.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
That is how you start a drive. You meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Unleashes one.
There we go.
And the ball is picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Husky. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
I mean, you talk about coming out as a defense and setting the tone and letting you know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick six on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
He'll bring it out. It's Hayes. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field.
Liam Fuller's back. All right.
Lewis wants to pass. Fires
Oh,
to
that
the
was
big
awesome.
fella. Got room at the 35. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Wants to fire on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a
Look
big
at that one.
hit.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down.
All right, this is a good start.
Wolfpack will line up to
It's just
pound
UMass,
away.
apparently.
He'll try to really get into this one. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. So the UConn Huskies offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Quarterback now breaking the field. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch.
Didn't matter because
That pass
I got a
not
guard in my lap.
got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. UConn will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the returner is stopped. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
Nope, fool
I
me.
mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to
Sure,
get some points.
reaching
Start
down
thinking about what
and
plays
pass
I
in
like
front of
to
you
see
is
in
going
that
to do.
passing game.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Leaves it with the back. Fighting off the defender. One thing I've noticed from talking to coaches about their approach to bowl games is how many of them use it as a springboard for next season. They try to focus on developing some of the new guys, maybe, that have joined them for the bowl practices.
I mean, you get 15-plus extra practices. You start to play and experience more as young guys. The older guys get a little bit more rest. But, yeah, you're building the future. You're building the foundation. You're working on your technique. And you know what? You also get to have some fun. I think that's important for team building is having fun at your location, doing the different things together to start to build that unity that will make a big difference in the future.
Yeah, there's a saying in college football that your freshman year, when you get to bowl season, you're no longer a freshman. A lot of players grow up, get the extra practices mentally, and from a confidence standpoint, you turn the page. I can remember back to my true freshman year, we're getting ready to play Penn State. We had a lot of NFL talent in my freshman class, and everybody just seemed to grow a foot taller. They were playing with a different intensity level that really paid off for us the next year.
First down here for the offense. from the gun. Running back gets the give. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there.
Offense is just going to be stupid the whole game. Or...
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver. Different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody
that should have been
on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th.
Well, it was fun for one drive, I guess.
Will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Fair catch, called for and made. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Bulls his way forward. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. Wolfpack now operating in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man. Just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
This time he's got his man. Defense is there to make the stop, and he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Lewis to throw. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just
like offensive pass interference to me. Not official.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They'll make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. That's the end of the period, and UConn has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack! I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback.
Oh, the Labels that we tried.
Tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. That drive covers 62 yards for the touchdown, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UConn going back to work on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field.
Gonna take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. I get it that the game is the primary thing about going to a bowl, but there's so many festivities surrounding it, Jesse. What do you remember about something you experienced?
There was a lot of pageantry when I think back to the bowl games I've played in, and you have functions, you get to visit a brand new city, generally in warm weather, you get to meet the other team, there's some friendly competition. The biggest thing that stands out to me, though, was a street brawl against the Miami Hurricanes. Bourbon Street getting ready for the Sugar Bowl, about 120 feet. Hard to forget that.
The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He wants to go deep.
There we go.
And he reels it in at the 15-yard line.
Okay,
The tackle
we
is
got it
made,
now.
but he's got it first and goal from the 6. And the Huskies look to keep this drive humming. They'll keep it on the ground for first.
No, we don't. We're just going to let the nose go right up the middle.
Down in the backfield, he'll lose a couple. So he gets stuffed on.
How am I supposed to live
first
left
down,
in these
and now
conditions?
you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now in this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
Man, I love the decision-making right there. Like, drop back the pass, look for your shots. You don't see it, tuck it, get positive yards, makes the next down even easier.
Don't pitch it.
Great heads-up early down play for this QB.
When after getting stuffed on that run, you now got fourth down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal and try to
Bang this off and
pay this
upright.
drive off and this opportunity to put something up.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot
Oh my
of
God, so strafe. What did I turn?
The expressway is wide open. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season, throughout your...
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Got a man. And he's not going to get there.
Oh,
The
there's
defense stands tall and makes the stop. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. Just drives it between the uprights. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll call for the fair catch here. The UConn offense goes back to work. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down.
Gonna let it fly. And he hauls it in at the 25. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Huskies.
And I just love
Can make that throw, but he couldn't hit the wide open running back on fourth down when we needed it.
You want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Maybe they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they
Oh my
stopped
gosh.
and had this.
And he's running in the open. At the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Nevada. Quick strike touchdown. Comes out and jump starts the offense.
And Man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. UConn going back to work on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Tackled after picking up the first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They've just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Trying to beat the D deep.
Can't go close deep enough.
The ball's incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Now on second down. From the gun to give, looking for room. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
He's trying to cover 3. I wasn't expecting that.
And that one's incomplete. They were just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. UConn will have to punt it away.
Kick the ball start the second half. Let's not do anything dumb.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Just over 30 seconds to play here in the first half as they take over 1st and 10. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The incompletion brings up a second down. Lewis wants to pass. He'll pull it down. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end, nor for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert it on third down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll start this drive with a pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Porter. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Trying to find his man on first down. Hit as he throws. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, hard not to enjoy the pageantry and the meaning of this great game. And, of course, it helps to have had ourselves an eventful first half in the Armed Forces Bowl. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower And these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the second half of the Armed Forces Bowl.
Offense getting set for first down. Use the play fake, now to throw.
Oh, I didn't see the second safety.
No
way.
Inside the 25.
This dude.
And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They just flipped the entire field, and now they'll try to cash in on 1st and 10 from the 20. The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
It hit him in the face. How is it out of reach?
It didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
I didn't even hit him in the face. It hit him right between the numbers.
On 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. It is perfect. And guys, after that field goal, brand new ball game, all tied up. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Going up top on 1st down. Gets it out fast. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. New set of downs after that completion. Lewis to throw. He's right on target. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. The lone back's got it. Touchdown, Nevada! And that one will give him the lead. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The UConn offense goes back to work. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
And I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
What guy was talking?
He's going for it all. A full dive to haul that one in.
What a great grab. This guy has been unstoppable all game long. Wherever he's lined up, the quarterback's been looking his way. I got to tell you, I would too. If you're going to make catches like that for me, I am going to force feed you the football.
Pulls it in.
Thank you.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. He's looking to throw. Into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Husky.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but his hold really strong, put up some good numbers.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Lewis wants to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Nevada will be forced to punt. And
that went.
Instructional video.
That's not. No, that's not correct.
UConn going back to work on offense.
Oh, it definitely wasn't there. Good lord.
Turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another.
Of course. We get hit as we throw, so we got to throw it right at a linebacker. Can't just spike a ball ever. Can't hit a lineman in the back. It's got to go right at a linebacker.
Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Here comes the offense on first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Handoff to the single back. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now they take the lead. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Fair catch called for and made. put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Comes out throwing on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. We've reached the end of the quarter, and it's Nevada holding the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Quarterback will audible.
That's what I'm called.
He's looking to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket.
I just drug that guy into the play. Yeah.
And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying.
If I just left it alone, it would have been a touchdown.
And now on second down for this offense. Caught in the backfield, it's Porter. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical.
That's not quite cool.
Looking to throw on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Hansen. And it's
Worked.
a catch.
That's not what I
He's got
called.
enough for the first down. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll keep it himself. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And when these quarterbacks run these zone reads or read options, whatever you want to call them, they have to put their eyes on a certain defender, and they're reading him. And basically, you can't be right.
Holy
That's
cow.
what makes it so hard to defend, because if you do one thing, he's going to do the other. You do the other thing, he's going to do the other. So good luck stopping.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete.
Make this field goal.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world.
Okay.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. Fellas, we have a high ball game here. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson.
It's fun when I pick the pass off and right back for a touchdown right at the beginning of the game. I have not enjoyed a second of this game since.
Takes over as the offense returns to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
He'll do it himself. He has the first and still on his feet. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too, because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire now on second down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Lewis to throw. He's going to let it go.
Got it. We got it. It's fine.
And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Makes the catch. It's Brown. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the
That's what lose my mind.
marker. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away.
Boop.
Running it back, it's Bell. Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The UConn offense goes back to work. Game is tied. Just a few minutes to play, and we'll see if this defense can stop a scoring drive. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly.
That's 6 if he catches it. No, why do you need to jump? There's no reason to jump.
Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. Now on first down after that completion.
Give me that
They'll
one
run
back.
it
There we
from
go.
the gun.
There we go.
He's
There we
all
go.
the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play
Like,
waiting to happen. His
did
vision,
they guess
his quickness,
the exact
and he's
play I
got it
ran?
burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
He'll run it up the middle,
That would
trying
just
to
suck.
pick his
Okay,
way to
that's
the
fine.
end zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Touchdown, UConn! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Man, and how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
The extra point is good,
Bum,
and
bum,
now in
bum,
the 4th, they're up
bum.
by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. Looking for block. And the returner will be knocked down. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines.
I'm just gonna keep him out of the end zone.
Take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock.
Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. It's that.
Lewis wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. They immediately call timeout.
I guess we got a prize, but I really don't want to do that. I cover 0 right now.
To try to rally here late.
Is that
And
a
this set of downs gets started from
neck
the
out versus tough
33,
reception?
1st and 10.
He tackled on.
Looking to move it through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's George.
Well, insurance.
And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
Why would you? There's 54 seconds left.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air. But a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
Quickly complete. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
Why would you spike it? I don't understand.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got it.
Cool if we can tackle on first contact.
With attitude
Okay,
down
now you
to
can spike it all you
42.
want.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Got it in the middle, it's Bachmeier. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Lewis to throw. Fires to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
They're just going to run up and spike it every time? This is wild. I don't think I've ever seen the ball get spiked this many times in a possession.
Run out of plays. 12th play of the drive coming up. On second down, looking to throw. Not much of a chance there.
That's basically spiked too, if you think about it.
To avoid the sack.
Well, obviously here in the fourth quarter trailing, they're going to be throwing the ball, trying to get back in this game. Couldn't come up with it there on second down. They're expecting them to throw it here on third.
Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
What a fantastic job by the defense that time, forcing the incompletion. They've got the lead late, setting up fourth down. Can they come up with one more stop? If they get it, they might win this game.
Up the field.
Catch in the middle, it's Brown.
Oh, we tried. We tried real hard.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignment.
All right, we won a bowl game. We didn't lose 3 games in a row to close out the season, so that's an improvement of the last season. 9 wins. Should have been 10. Should have been 11, really, but.
Whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football.
Oh, that was a coach. Got 10 credits. All right, won a bowl game. I think we're gonna stay here. Excuse me? What? It's insane. All right, anyway. Nobody left out of the staff, so I'm not worried about it. We'll keep looking at the job offers, but they're probably just going to get worse. Cool. Tire Saturday. Oh, that's Jeff Saturday's son. Hit the pick 6. That's okay. Maybe I gotta start doing that. He's the only one that gets open. Oh. No. UAB's head coach. FAU's head coach. Marshall's offensive coordinator. Yeah, it's just going to get worse. Because it's just going to be guys from lower jobs taking higher jobs. Let's make sure nobody left. Okay. I think firing my coordinators is a good decision. Frankly. As long as Tennessee doesn't win, I don't care. Yeah, right. Okay. That's great. Do I really want to? Oh, okay. That's good. I've gotten like 20 running backs this year, though. So. Let's hit the transfer portal. Where did he play? Georgia. I can read. I can read. I swear I can read. Actually, really good at it. Lagways in the transfer portal? What's Billy doing? Did they fire Billy? What's Billy doing? He would have started. But I want him. Why can't I have him? Is that a deal breaker? Just get recommended again. Cam Robinson and Ellis Robinson. Let's have X. It shouldn't be neat though, because I signed 12 of them. Oh. Actually, whatever. reverse is what I like to see. That's not the one that I wanted. Okay. Yeah, that's not the guy I wanted. Where's he going? Marshall. Not yet. Okay. That might be the wrong decision. We're going to try it anyway. Cool. 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 Might be a new starter. No! I ain't getting it from him. see what we got. Sweet. 16th in transfer portal. I got stiff arm. That's cool. Oh, doesn't do any good. Why or am I not in position changes? Oh, just checking. Probably wouldn't have changed him anyway because he's the best running back we got by far. It's not terrible. We'll get the dot card. That's good. Okay, so he can do spin moves. And I gotta go with shifty, so that's good. I think we're getting badges because we weren't getting that. Okay. Okay. What does I am? 85. Maybe UMass early in the year will fix the crap. Alright, let's see here. Do I not have a bye week in here? What the heck? The heck? Did not go to Utah State. That's how many games do I have? Where did they go that one? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're playing Fordham that game. They can come to Connecticut, I think. Oh, what? No, never mind. It's next year. I was supposed to play Boston College last year. I have to add a game too, don't I? We can go to Boston College. And week 13. Where's ranked really high? Does not have DJ Lagway. I don't even know who the backup quarterback is. Show me Pitt. Let's just make sure it's not like West Virginia or something. Ah, they have to go to UConn 2026. Let's not mess with that. Let's, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it 2 in a row against UMass? It just is what it is. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 home games. Okay. And we have a bye week. And if they're a 4-star, I think they're neat. Just to be honest with you. Why don't let me do it? No, I'm not actually sure about that. Still going to do because he's a 4-star. Just not as excited about it. Yes, I would like to exit recruiting. What the heck? Overland Park, Kansas. That's where Graham Mertz is from. Okay. Good Lord. Hold on a second. All right. There it is. It wouldn't be today, though. I didn't know they had maroon pants. Huh. Just looking.
Welcome, everyone, to Chestnut Hill, home of the Boston College Eagles, where fans are filing into Alumni Stadium. They'll look between the field hockey lines, perhaps underneath the Musco lighting that's been imported in, and hope that there will be a party in the moons. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see, the UConn Huskies taking on a team from the ACC, the Boston College Eagles. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. UConn will deliver the opening kickoff, and we'll get this game going. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Eagles offense will start this game off. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
You got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. The Golden Eagles racing to the line in the hurry up. Now the play fake. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for his offense. Boston College putting together a very efficient drive. They go to the ground. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. And the Golden Eagles will line it up on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Oh, what a move! They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. 1st and goal now. Let's see what Boston College calls. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Boston College. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
The offense goes as he does, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Huskies offense has the ball for the first time. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football in a lockdown corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you
But
want.
move him out of the slot. I might have
right
to.
decisions. I'm interested to see how much they'll test
I might
that
have to make an
quarterback on the
adjustment.
other side.
You know, there's a saying, there's no defense for a perfect pass, but he's got to be extra careful and sharp when he's throwing that guy's way.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Pass on the way. It's picked off. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph
Something for the running back.
he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. Leaves it with the running back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Boston College right back to the line. The play action fake. Caught over the middle. It's Harris. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across.
Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. So now on second and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. The RPO fired complete to the left. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Acosta. He looks that one in nicely. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that will extend their lead even further. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. UConn going back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The give to the tailback. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Oh, man. The quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
Running it back, it's Johnson. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw.
Oof.
And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
What just happened?
Runs through a tackle. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Handoff from the gun. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. They'll run play action. Going for the big play. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Great play by the defensive back, showing you
Is
his
this Eagles
variety
maybe?
of skills. His ability to turn the hips, his speed running downfield, turning his head to locate the football and then swatting it away. You just can't do it better.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Boston College has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Well, the upside is you could get a first down. The downside is you could blow the game. Going for it inside your own 30. Grabbed over the middle. It's Porter.
He's still the best receiver we got.
Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early.
And they got him for the sack.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
And I know most offensive coaches, they're going to be thrilled taking all these 50-50 shots against man coverage. I don't know, though, if they want to keep testing that defensive back. He has been on fire.
It's caught downfield. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on fourth down. Quarterback on the keeper. They make the tackle, but they'll move the chains, and it's a first down for UConn.
Well, we set the tone early in this game. Fourth down in their own end. They go for it on the ground, and they pick it up.
Want to set the tone. They want to establish that they think their offense is unstoppable and that they're willing to do anything to keep the football.
You're exactly right, Reese. They are sending a very clear message to this defense. We're going to run the football. We don't care what you do, but you are not going to stop us.
When you play zone coverage, everybody drops back. Everybody has eyes on the quarterback. You're not really looking at the wide receivers a lot of times, so they can slip in those little cracks, and the quarterback can really not.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Looking deep. And the ball is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job of his decision-making.
Boston
College sending the offense back onto the field.
They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
He's now up to 66 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Johnson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Looking for a man. It's Acosta. Zings it complete to the right. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. In this defense right now, they have no answers.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. From the red zone, looking for a man.
Oh, I finally got a goofy one. Sweet.
How about the big fella? I know this is not in his job description to pick off passes, but the eye-hand coordination, able to get his big paws up there, stabs it out of Aaron. It was like he was almost surprised he had the football. Just start rumbling and stumbling once he had possession.
Wide out in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's out past the 35. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. Man, oh man, contact was optional. It was like the back was engaging in a lot of social distancing or something.
That was way too easy. Defenses is about funneling the ball to the unblocked defender. You could tell they didn't have a clue what was going on. They got to get the ball turned. You can't let them run north-south and try to get them downhill like that, especially with that kind of speed.
Power football with the run. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Great team defense on that run. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
On second down, he'll let it fly. And that's
Second
going
catch.
to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. And they can't make the play on third down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Looking for a man. It's Acosta. He makes the connection. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Walking.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half.
They pick up the first down on the
they
drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball.
Oh my gosh.
And he breaks into the open. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Boston College!
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there getting set. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The UConn offense goes back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 4...
He tries to take the top off. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Defense doing a great job watching the quarterback's eyes and breaking on the ball. They already have 2 picks in the game, and they swat that one away. They are doing an awesome job in coverage.
He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. UConn will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've been taking in some scene there today in Chestnut Hill. And the story of the half has been that elite corner. We were told he was tough to throw against. He's basically taken away an entire side of the field when he's out there, causing turnovers and getting physical. How often do we say that about lockdown guys? And how this offense schemes against him in this second half will be fun to watch.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Oh, what a move. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Fires to the tight end. And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a first down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form time.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understanding they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play, the defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Line gets set, first down. Give to the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Boston College wants to play fast. And off to Jones. Spins away from the defender. He's up to 90 yards on the day, and the defense has been getting a steady diet of this dude on opening day.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game one, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this cat.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Just when they're looking run, now up top. And the timing just a hair off. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Acosta. Setting up the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
You know good and well the quarterback wanted to push the ball down the field, wanted to throw for the first down. Couldn't do it because the defense had taken it away. He did the right thing. Didn't turn it over. Dumped it off to his running back. His running back got some pop.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Eagles. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide, dump it to your playmaker. Running back takes the football, he does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
It's time.
Hey, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Texas looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over that field like Bevo in the pregame. They're up by 24 over Texas State. He'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Throws to the wideout.
Oh my gosh.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
I think the quarterback's got to do a better job with his eyes, guys. He's already been picked off twice in this game, and that one got swatted away. He's telegraphing where he's throwing the football, and it's making life really hard on him.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. The offense in hurry-up mode. Quarterback checking the play. They'll throw it on first down. Gonna take a shot at this.
Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah,
He's staying there. We just got to make sure we fix that.
Touchdown, UConn.
That's his spot.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. Boston College right back to the line.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all.
Oh my gosh.
Still moving. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior. BC back to work after picking up the first down.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line.
Touchdown!
This is supposed to be better, and it stinks.
Grab and go for the score. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond.
Can't stop the run if I only bring 4. Can't stop the pass if I blitz.
Making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Fair catch called for and made. UConn going back to work on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Boston College! What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
The offense lining up for a first down play. He's going to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He wants to take the top off. And it's caught inside the 25. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. After that huge play, let's see if they can punctuate it. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. An attitude run as he's dragged down after a pickup of 6 down to the 14. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. Wants to go up top. He caught it. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Boston College has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Pushes ahead. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. UConn quick to the line. Barges ahead. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Lining up for the PAT. Smashes it through for the PAT. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Back to the ground game on the left.
They didn't want to change a guy. That was awesome.
35, he's got room.
It's
And
not
he
no
will
bounds.
finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game.
They threw it. They threw it.
Hand off from the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here.
No, yep, you got me because I don't want to play inside.
Headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Eagles. And the route is on.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling offense.
And they tacked on the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. The UConn offense goes back to work. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
Oh, sweet. No, 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 no.
They'll go to the ground. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately...
He's going for a big play downfield. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. He'll throw on third down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He's got it down the right side.
We gotta fix this.
Giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. UConn quick to the line.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. And there's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out.
A shot toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, with the long pass is incomplete.
Trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
He'll just keep slinging it. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. They're bringing heat. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it.
What the heck was that?
Complete, and the defense holds.
I'll tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
Just went middle, and we didn't have anybody in the middle of the field. That's amazing.
To a solid pickup there. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Looking downfield, it's Acosta. He's got his man. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. The Golden Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. Going to the ground. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's got it again. At the 45, on his way. Hit the afterburners, kid. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. UConn going back to work on offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just
send it downfield. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
As disappointing as this is, everything's still in front of the...
Whew, that was a dud. Not sure how program tradition went up. We frozen now? Oh, never mind. Let's see if we can get a win to close the night, because I'm pretty sure I lose the last game of every night. Don't try to doing that.
East Hartford, Connecticut, home to the UConn Huskies, where basketball has a championship pedigree, and there's plenty of enthusiasm for football as well. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great.
We got a good crowd. That's
we'll
good.
See a squad from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on the UConn Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Terrapins will kick it away first. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. So UConn's offense takes the field.
I forgot to change.
And here he is.
Whoops. So mad I forgot to change the thing. Depth chart. Slot receiver. Put Porter in the slot.
This wide receiver, he is a route-running DB, toasting, pass-catching, touchdown-scoring, son of a gun.
I can't wait to see how this defense is going to try and corral this guy, because you play man-to-man, you risk him running right by you and catching the deep ball, but you play zone and you give him the opportunity to potentially make yards after the catch. You're going to have to be really careful trying to cover that.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving.
She had a real running back ability.
These are the types of plays
One's not
where
doing any good.
offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
After the run, now to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot.
Yeah, that's why he's
He's
there.
got it inside the 15. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Husky.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Bringing it back. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. So the Maryland Terrapins offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up.
Is that Darrell?
These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
They get him down after he makes the catch.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
caught in the backfield.
Can we tackle somebody?
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Pulls it in. It's Howard. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? That last completion sets him up on second down. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Let's see if the defense comes after them. Third and short from the 45. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The UConn offense goes back to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much done.
Trying play action. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Caught behind the line. It's Brown.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Porter. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. Steps away. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion,
spot that guy.
Make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. He'll pull it on the read. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
That's what's so great about these QB runs. They just chip away at the defense. And as this game goes on, these little QB runs, they're going to help keep third downs manageable for this offense.
And
ran the drag. So it turned into a deep cross.
Knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
On fourth down, trying to find his man.
He's got
it, they convert. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Slips a tackle. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, just keeps firing.
He's gonna throw the ball.
Complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. That's the end of the period, and UConn has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary.
Let's go, UConn.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Brown has it. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. They're not into threes. They want sixes. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on fourth down.
Oh, yeah. There's a new guy pushing his way through.
The tackle, but UConn has enough for the first down.
UConn, forget about stopping us on fourth down. Am I right?
No, I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the first down. No matter what, if I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that first down.
Birch is way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He makes a grab. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Huskies.
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Howard. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Terrapins moving quickly to the line. Off play action. Lost one deep down the right
Just
side.
don't make a play. That's fine.
And he's got it inside the 25. They're down to the 20. First and 10. They'll try the run. Breaks the tackle. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. With the run on first and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Third and goal from way back there.
Where are you running?
From the gun, wants to pass.
What? Oh my gosh.
Pulls it in the end
Line up.
zone.
He goes in motion in the direction you're on.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game
And then just pick everybody.
Getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, big update in this colossal top 5 showdown today. Ohio State is just getting blown off the field right now in Columbus, and at this rate, I'm not sure it won't get worse. They're trailing by 14 to Oregon. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this top 5 matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The give on the inside. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Line getting set on second down.
Oh, dang it.
Scrambling away.
Fighting to giving up a play so fast. Hard square.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play.
Jumpy.
It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Pressure coming.
Right at the linebacker. He can't. Oh my gosh. How do you always throw it right at a linebacker? It's not even possible that happens every time. Every time you get hit when you throw, the ball goes right at a linebacker.
I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. He's looking to throw. The quick out. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
That's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Throws for the tight end.
Just lock me on a guy. That's... Oh, my.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Maryland!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. UConn going back to work on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback.
Ball is free.
No
Defense
way.
coming up with a huge fumble. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor.
He's down.
Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. This offense has a second down play. Makes his connection. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains.
Rip. Oh my gosh, hurry up.
He wants to throw.
Oh, and then you let him go back behind you and just drop it.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. Now on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Porter.
Great job by the offense, being patient, understanding when they're in zone coverage. I got to hit those tight windows, make those precise passes to get those big plays.
And the Huskies have it with a 1st and 10. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They're trying to get to it. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Second down now after the sack. He's looking to throw. Unleashes one deep. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Husky.
And you want these guys that can take the top off the defense. It changes the way they're going to play coverage on you, and he does it right here. Just runs by the DB. He had no try to catch up with him, makes the big play down the field, and this will change the way you play defense against this guy the rest of the game.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point, just back and forth.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
Don't get blocked in the back. That was...
Open runway ahead. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Terrapin.
Amazing.
He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic, they got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Going for it all. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, a first half that saw a little bit of everything there in East Hartford. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will.
Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and it's been
afterburners coming. The 40.
He couldn't do this crap last year, could he?
The 10. Touchdown, Maryland. And with that one, they jump on.
He stopped. So my God. But I'm controlling and telling him to run to his left. Stop.
So dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. You'll call for the fair catch here. The UConn offense goes back to work. Looking for a productive play on first down. Running back searching for a hole. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Still on his feet at the 45. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give out of the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Trying to get behind the defense. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air. Offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
They'll give it to the back. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on fourth down. They'll go for the hat trick. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that pass is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
So his first
Well, I know
incompletion.
that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. Looking to throw for it.
What?
Catch in the middle. It's Howard.
Oh my gosh,
Slips
we
one
can't
guy,
tackle
now
it.
he's loose. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Terrapins are in the hurry up. He's got it into the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins! If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.